What do you think of battle rap today and how it's transformed?
I talk, there's so many friends, man, that I have, like, rest in peace, Pat Stay. Pat Stay was a friend of mine. We bonded over being fathers. We talked all the time. Pat would only talk through voice notes. Most people will know this. He rarely texted or wrote anything. So I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of voice notes, conversations going back and forth. And he was fucking hilarious. And Pat was absolutely on an elite level, man. Like, so many of these guys are just fucking lunatics. Just absolute maniac lunatics. What's he talking about right here? Let me see. Hold on.
Yo,
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on, let me see. See some of the funny shit.
not sure what time. I know they start in the afternoon, and I'm the main event. And I think it's like 8 battles. You get 80 priorities right there, App. Come on. Battle rap or kids.
He said, you got to get your priorities straight, App. Come on, battle rap or your kids. Pat was always funny, and Pat was always dope. Pat was always amazing to talk to. But he had been in the city. This makes me sick to my stomach. He had been in the city to do something with Barstool, and he hit me up, and he's like, yo, come through. I'm right in New York. Let's get up. And I was like, man, I got my kids. I really can't find a sitter. If I would have tried harder, I probably could have somehow, some way. But I was just like, normal thing where people come through all the time. And I'm like, I'm old now. I don't feel like fucking doing anything. But he wanted to get up. And that would have been the last opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I would have seen him before he passed. And that still fucks me up to this day.
Yeah, man. Where were you when you found out the news that he had passed away?
I was at home, and somebody had told me, and fucking Premiere calls me. This Premiere calls, I just found out, and I was still shell shocked. And Premiere calls me, and he's like, yo, I'm right down the street at Mohegan with Tom Segura. Do you want to go out and eat with us? And I was like, I can't. I was like, I'm fucked up right now. So, that's just the memory I had of that night, like Premiere and Tom Segura hanging out, and I just couldn't go out because I was fucked up over Pat being murdered, So that's, I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but it just fucking sucked.
Do you remember where you met Pat? And like how you guys built like a friendship over the years?
Just we met on fucking Instagram. We just fucking started bullshitting and talking with each other, and then just talking on the phone and sending each other voice notes and calling each other and fucking, all that shit.
You ever feel like that was a gift and that he didn't text, so that he sent you those voice notes so that you could continue to hear his voice even after that he's gone?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love that. I think he had that with everybody, though. I think that's a universal thing. I think anybody who was friends with Pat has 500 or 5,000 or 50,000 voice notes in their in text or inbox DMs. But, going back to the battle rap shit, Disaster. I love Disaster's a friend of mine. All these guys. Real Deal, a fucking Marv One. These guys are so dope. They're such good dudes. And there was a time where I did a freestyle. I did a verse, a cappella on social media, and Disaster hit me up and he goes, App, you got to get in this shit, bro. You'd fucking annihilate these pussies on here. You would annihilate so many. Disaster always talking fucking wild. He's right. Like, these guys are fucking pussies, man. You would destroy them. And I was like, I can't do what you guys do, man. You guys are so fucking elite where you'll write something that's so complicated and ill, and you'll write it 24 hours in advance and memorize it. I can't fucking memorize shit. It takes me months to learn a regular verse from a song that I have to perform. Never mind how next level these guys piece and weave together verses. Like battle rap is such an evolved form of this art form. I can't hang. You know what I'm saying?
We have to remind people that it was a different transition from freestyling to actual written battle rap form. It's a totally different monster. You know. Well,
here's the interesting part. I was a part of that. I almost became a part of that transition because here's how it happened. Back in the day when we were all battling, all those old videos you see, we all ran in the same circles: Poison Pen, Pumpkinhead, you know, Diabolic. And Pen and PH were both trying to get me to go to the end of the week shit, way back, the event end of the week. And they wanted me to be a part of that whole scene where battle rap was taking form. And this is when I was starting to gain traction, making records. And so they're like, yo, App, come through, like, do more battling. And I'm like, bro, I already did battling. I'm over this. I'm about making records now. Fuck battling. I don't want to do that. And they're like, yeah, but it's dope because this, and this. And I just didn't see it. I couldn't see it. And I'm happy I did. I'm happy I went the route because I like making the records. You know what I'm saying? It's a different animal, the battle rap scene. It's like a sport almost. And I think it should be a sport.
It's like league ball versus street ball. You know what I'm saying? Like making records, being in like that kind of lane versus like doing the battle rap thing. And unfortunately, there's a stigma about battle rappers where it's like, oh, you can only battle rap. You can't really make records and stuff like that. So it's like you kind of get pigeonholed into this thing. Not saying that's right. You know what I'm saying? But like people, I think it's almost like people like you what they know you for kind of thing.
Well, I'll say this to all my friends. Every single one of them would absolutely destroy me in a rap battle, but none of them can make fucking records like I can. Not a motherfucking one of them, bro.
You know, it's so funny though, because I was talking to Lush earlier today, and we spoke about you. I was like, yo, why didn't you guys ever get him on Grind Time or something like that? He's like, yeah, man, we probably could have got him. Oh, he's like, dang, we should have did that. You know.
No battling for me, bro. I was smart enough to keep my nose the fuck out that shit. One time, it was Real Deal, A War. Was that who it was? A War, Quest McCody, and Marv One. They all came to New London. A Ward. I'm bugging. I know a rapper named A Ward too. That's why they came to New London. And I watched them. They got an Airbnb here where I live, right on the ocean in Connecticut. And they got an Airbnb, and I came over, and I'm hanging out with them all day. And I watched them rehearse, and I watched them go through their motions. And I was just like, yeah, this is confirmed. I can't fucking do this, man. These guys are fucking wizards. Like, these guys are fucking wizards with what they do. I was in awe of how technical and how skilled and dope they are. And I'm like, I just can't do this. You're right about like, it's like, you know, making records is like the NBA. You dribble really good, you shoot really good, you play defense really good, it's very safe and very structured. That shit is like fucking and one mixtapes, bro. Like,
right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like crazy. They're just like jaw-dropping shit. That's why it's so entertaining, because they're just so fucking elite at what they do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. For sure, man. Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to the battle rappers. I feel like a lot of them don't get the props that they deserve, man. You know, and yo, App, you might have saved yourself from being the first cannabis situation, man, pulling out a notebook or something, you know.
Oh, I wouldn't have pulled out a notebook. I know my fucking,
Oh, you could freestyle, so you would have just went that route.
Yeah, it wouldn't have gotten me very far. Somebody would have had a dissertation on my career and dismantled me and talked about fucking parking tickets and bitches I dated.
Right.
And I'm just like, yo, you look stupid with those shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we brought your girlfriend from second grade here.
right.
And you look weird with a beard now.
Right. You know, I'll tell you what, I know it's so cliche, but my favorite fucking, what was it? Was it Pat and Roan, who did the compliment battle.
Oh yeah.
That shit had me pissing my fucking pants, bro. I was laughing so hard when they did that shit. I love that shit, man. And then there's these old things. I know it's old for the battle rap community, but like Disaster walks in the fucking gas station and starts like rapping about everything. The guy, at this like 7-Eleven, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
I probably ran that shit back like fucking 45 times, man. I just watched his shit over and over again. Disaster's a fucking tornado, man.
He
He's
is, man. He is for sure. Shout out to Diz, man.
Word up.